Hi everyone, welcome to Battlestar Galactica, and in today's episode we're going to have a little fun. We're going to take a look at what is, in my opinion, the very worst modern Battlestar Galactica toy issued. It is Starbuck by Trendmaster Toys, issued in 1996. Now this action figure is a hot mess. It is a train wreck. It is awful. Take a look at this. I mean, think about the fact that someone at Trendmasters actually signed off on this design, and they really thought that older collectors would have picked it up as well as younger fans. This is just horrible. I mean, a piece of garbage. Now, their first mistake was that they did not base their toy line on the classic TV show. That was a huge blunder by Trendmasters. Their classic Lost in Space toy line did really, really well for them. So they made a mistake with classic Galactica. They just made a big blunder. They based this off of the Maximum Press comic book series, which was not a big seller at the time. It was a good series. I definitely recommend that you pick it up. But why they made that decision, no one will ever know. Then they picked this overly stylized, I mean, this puts McFarlane at the time, their Spawn figures to shame. If you remember, those were really over stylized. This thing is just horrible. It can't stand on its own. It always falls off at the slightest nudge. It is garishly painted, poorly sculpted. The weapons are ridiculous. And again, I just can't believe that Trendmasters put their money into this and that some executive at that long defunct company signed off on it. So here you have it. In my opinion, the very worst Battlestar Galactica toy to be made since Mattel did their classic line in 1978. Now, fun story about this figure. In 1999, I had the pleasure to meet Dirk Benedict at a convention, and he's a very polite man. If you ever have had the opportunity to meet him, he's very similar to his character from the A-Team, where he's very educated and very gentlemanlike. He very rarely raises his voice. And I asked him about this figure, and he politely just said, well, you know, Trendmasters wanted to do their own thing, and he respected them for that. So I understand that. But then I asked him if he would give this toy to his mother as a present, and he laughed, and he just said in a very quiet voice, hell no. So that told me that Dirk Benedict himself has disowned this hunk of junk. I thought it was really, really funny. So if you ever go to a show, you can bring it up to him. Maybe he'll sign it for you and ask him, what do you think of this? And see what he says about it now. I'd be very curious. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a little fun looking at this figure. If you happen to like it, I want to know, all right? Please subscribe to the channel and have a great Galactica day, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode.